Hello everyone, I'm Brian Kibler, and this is my very first video log for the Magic World Championships. As I mentioned on my blog, bmkgaming.com, I'm trying something a little bit different for Worlds. Generally, when I do a sort of a summary of my testing process and sort of tournament experience, I do it all in article form. I write it, after the fact, once the tournament's over, and sort of break down, my thought process. But all of that has the benefit of hindsight, and I wanted to sort of try to do something a little bit different, and sort of share my thoughts, on video each day during my trip. As you can see, I actually haven't left on my trip just yet. I'm still home. It's actually Thursday night. I leave for Amsterdam early in the morning. I have a long trip ahead of me. I leave. I think my flight is at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow, and then I actually get to Amsterdam at 6:30 a.m. Amsterdam time. It's like 9-hour time difference or something, but still a really long trip. Not terribly looking forward to the trip itself, but I am looking forward to going to Amsterdam, playing in Worlds. My playtesting so far has been pretty minimal. I went up to San Jose last weekend, where I tested with Josh Layton and David Ochoa. I'm also going to be testing with Eric Froelich. That's the four of us as our testing group. And in San Jose, we got some modern testing in. We played some M14 draft. There's two more formats. There's also Standard and Modern Masters draft. I feel a little shaky on both the draft formats. Neither of them is currently on Magic Online, so I haven't really been able to do a lot of testing. I played some Modern Masters when it was on, but I don't feel like I got enough sort of real experience with it. And M14, I'm hopefully going to be able to get some more drafts in once I get to Europe. Though I don't currently have a laptop to play Moto on once I get there, because it was supposed to be delivered today and got delayed, which is pretty frustrating. Damn you, Dell. So I'm actually recording this on my iPad. It's kind of a test run because my iPad is the only device I'm going to have with me to record stuff once I get to Amsterdam. But anyway, in San Jose, like I said, mostly tested some Modern, tested a little bit of M14 draft. Haven't played Standard at all. Haven't played Modern Masters in a while. Gonna need a refresher. Right now, I kind of like this green-white Lean and Arbiter deck that I've been messing around with in Modern. I actually have been playing a little bit of Magic Online, because while M14 is not on Magic Online just yet, it's technically legal in all the constructed formats. So I was able to pick up some Scavenging Oozes from Commander and just play with them and in Modern queues. And I've been winning the vast majority of the games that I've been playing. I felt pretty good against the field with the deck. I expect the field at the Players' Championship to be mostly sort of aggro control combo-ish type decks, mostly fair type decks. I don't expect people to play like Storm. I would be pretty shocked if people play like Tron. But I do expect to see like Jund, Pod. I don't think Malira Pod will be as popular as it has been, because I think Scavenging Ooze is a serious problem for it. You can disrupt a lot of their synergies, both their value synergies with Finks and Pod and Red Cap and stuff, as well as just their kill, their combo. And obviously, a Lean and Arbiter Aven Mind Sensor deck is pretty good against Pod decks anyway. I expect Jund, blue, white, red. And I feel like the green-white deck that I've been messing around with is pretty solid against all of them. I have been having trouble with Affinity online, or Robots if you prefer, but I haven't actually been playing with Katakis because I don't have any Katakis online, and that's a change that I'm probably going to make before the actual World Championships. For Standard, I don't know yet. I literally haven't played a game of Standard with M14. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some testing in on the flight. I'm actually in the same flight, connecting flight with Eric Froelich, and we were talking about making sure our seats were near each other, next to each other, so we could potentially play. Shockingly, I also like green decks for that so far, at least theoretically. I've been talking in my articles about how I think that Elvish Mystic is a huge deal for the format. The combination of Elvish Mystic and Arbor Elf lets you play a lot of just fast green stuff. I think Scavenging Ooze is awesome in that format too. I think Predator Ooze might be time for a resurgence of that. So the deck that I want to try out the most is actually one that I've been talking about in my articles. Basically, just a green splash red Predator Ooze Domery Bonfire deck. Just a bunch of good, efficient green creatures. Maybe Rampager, maybe Silverheart at the top end, and be able to utilize the synergies between Predator Ooze and Domery fighting stuff. So that's sort of where I stand right now, and it's been pretty crazy. I haven't had much in the way of time to prepare other than my trip last weekend. Things are pretty crazy with work and everything right now. We're doing some major pushes for Soulforge, which is going to be coming out in August. Can't give you a date or anything, but it's super exciting to be working on that. And been super busy with that. I actually move the day after I get back. As you can see, haven't really packed yet. All my trophies and stuff are still set up in my bookcase, but that's all gonna move. I'm actually gonna have my whole own office, like man cave style thing, where I'll be able to do my recording and streaming and everything from. Which will have a pretty similar setup, I imagine, but it won't be right here. It won't be in the same apartment. It's actually 3 apartments down that way. But I'm going to have to do that as soon as I get back, so it's going to be pretty crazy. But I have a week in Amsterdam between now and then, with just the World Championships to play in. No big deal. So yeah, I'm going to be recording each day, just sort of my thoughts, what happened that day. Maybe even record a little bit of the actual playtest process. But give you a little bit insight behind the scenes look of what the whole experience is like. Going and actually playing in these events from somebody who's there. So anyway, that's it for this first update. So yeah, for me, the next time I record these is going to be a while, but since I'm posting all these at pretty much the same time, or at least, very close to one another, it won't be long for you. You can just click a play button, and there you go. So go click that play button, and go to my future. Tell me what it's like.